Welcome back to News Across Nigeria. Now, sustainable development is the watchword as Governor Willie Obiano marks 2 years in office. It's one commissioning and one project and one achievement after the other, but details in just a moment. First, we'd like to remind you that all our top stories can be found on our website, and that's channelstv.com and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. We'd also like to have you interact with the Eyewitness feature in the Channels TV app. If you have pictures or videos you'd like to share with us, just tap the application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions. The newly appointed country representative of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Nigeria, Ms. Christina Alberton, is appealing for speedy trials in Nigeria's justice system to aid the fight against trafficking in persons. Now, she told Channels Television that efforts against trafficking are thwarted when cases take as much as 5 years to be conducted in the courts. The United Nations country representative was in Edo State as part of efforts to engage with the stakeholders involved towards a successful delivery of the global mandate of the United Nations in Nigeria.
Yeah, I think this is a question that actually relates in general to the entire criminal justice response. And as I said, I'm very new in the country, but what I understand also from my discussions here with NAPTIP is it can take up to 5 or 6 years from the first information report when a person is arrested until we have a final sentence. And of course, if this period could be shortened, I think that would be, more traffickers could be put behind bars. I think that would be a very, very clear sign to everybody. I think I would also like to mention it's very important to look at it from the victim point of view, but we also have to look at it from the criminal organization network point of view. And from my previous experience, I can just say that investigating, prosecuting organized crime is a very complex endeavor, and many law enforcement agencies across the world, they struggle with it because they also have to learn how to properly do it. And we also need international cooperation mechanisms that also countries where maybe the victim has been rescued, that they also provide the necessary information that we have the admissible evidence at the courts then.
That's Ms. Christina Alberton, the country representative of the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime in Nigeria. Now to politics. The national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, the PDP, Alhaji Ali Modu Sharif, believes the differences that existed in the party that affected its political fortunes have become history. Alhaji Ali Modu Sharif was speaking during a courtesy visit to the Ondo State Governor, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, in Akure, the Ondo State capital. Governor Mimiko also commended the winning strides of the party in the rerun elections in some states.
It is evidently clear today from all the by-elections that were conducted recently that the party has already come together. As we have won virtually all the by-elections from Benue, Kogi, Taraba, Abia, all. Akwa Ibom, and Ebonyi. So it is very clear that whatever the differences people were having within the party before that made us lose election, people have come together to bury all those differences so that we can concentrate on.
Since you took over, since you came on board, let me also congratulate you that in the course of your tenure, at least since you came on board, we have won every election, every contest that we have completed. I thank you for what you will yet do for our party, because there's no question about the fact that our party needs a lot of cohesiveness moving forward. And I know your pedigree, your experience in the political firmament of this nation. And I have no doubt in my mind about your determination and doggedness that you will be able to bring our party together, and that our convention coming up later in May will turn out to be very successful, and that our party will come out stronger.
Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, Governor, Ondo State. Now to the southeast, where the Anambra State Governor, Willie Obiano, has announced to the people of Anambra State that 2 years into his administration, a very solid foundation has been laid for sustainable development in Anambra State. He made the pronouncements during a state broadcast marking his 2 years in office, having been sworn in on March the 17th, 2014. Governor Obiano maintains that the development strategy of the state is keeping afloat and is remaining afloat in spite of the present economic crunches in the country, and it is also in concurrence with his ability to define the vision and mission.
It's been 2 years since Willie Obiano took office as governor of Anambra State. Proud of his administration's achievements, the governor reiterates that he and his team have done a good job in the provision of infrastructure, security, agriculture, trade and commerce, health, education, and other areas of economic development. In a statewide broadcast, he appreciated the people for their support.
I stated my vision was to make Anambra State the first choice investment destination and a hub for industrialization and commercial activities. We launched an all-out war against kidnappers, armed robbers, drug dealers, child traffickers. We smashed crime syndicates and pulled down the warehouses used for keeping kidnapper victims. We made sure that Anambra was effectively covered on land, in waters, and on the sky.
One of the priorities for the state in the last 2 years was security of lives and property. Governor Obiano believes that success in this area has led to the creation of over 50,000 direct jobs and a large volume of investment valued at $3.2 billion.
In specific terms, we have so far attracted 150 million from Cossack Farms project in Anambra, 50 million from Novitec Farms Limited at New Guenu, and 160 million from Joseph Agro and project in Omo, and $250 million farm in tomato processing at Anambra. Indeed, the fire of agricultural revolution is raging in Anambra State. A visit to Ibadan or Anambra will validate this. Next is industrialization. Our objective in industrialization is to become one of the top 3 industrialized states in Nigeria.
Internally generated revenue has also been boosted through a deployment of cutting-edge technology and weeding out of ghost workers. The governor says he cannot do it alone and asks for more support from indigents to help realize the plans and policies of the government.
Coming up on News Across Nigeria, the governor of Delta State inspects some ongoing projects. Don't go away.